Here's the dining area in our old farmhouse. Let's go ahead. All my stuff in here. I did all the trim myself, cut all the boards and painted them. Bobby, he made the plate rail for me. I'm gonna miss having this large dining room. Bob's big dining room table, and that buffet, that was my great grandparents, and I bought it after my great uncle. He died, and I bought it at an auction sale, and so it had the perfect spot right there. And my mother painted that picture, and Bobby made me the oil lamp holders. This oil lamp was my great grandparents, the Mordens, who came to Clute in 1924. See, Bobby made the holder, railway ties holding it up. See a little bit of dust there, don't mind the dust. My Uncle Garnet's butter churn. My great grandparents' faucets, their radio. All these antiques and memories. And that settee would be my great grandmother Keeling. But yes, I'm gonna miss this room, and this view. Look at all the snow. And my great grandpa Saul's chair, and then my grandpa Saul had it, and now I have it. I'm so gonna miss my sitting room. Again, I did all the trim. Made all the trim myself, painted it all downstairs before the downstairs was finished. This weigh scale here was my great grandfather Nelson Morton's, and that kettle, who has seen better days, was his wife's. And of course they had no hydro, and that would have been on the wood stove, heating the water to wash the dishes. The grain cleaner, always wanted a grain cleaner for a TV stand, because it just brings back memories of my childhood. I would have to shovel the grain in and clean it for my dad in the spring. And this box here is a old egg box. It was William Keeling's, which was a grandfather. And that was for taking your eggs. You'd put them in that box, and then it'd be horse and buggy. You'd take them to the farmer's market. And this is my great-grandparents, Garnet and Emily Saul. And this is their old homestead. Well, not hers, because she died. And when she died, he moved up to Cochrane, brought all his kids, and homesteaded in Eastford, just north of Clute. And then my beautiful blanket, or not blanket box, flag box. It was a shipping crate, and it would ship a flag to a Legion or an Orange Lodge or something. Oh. And then I use it as coffee table. It's another weigh scales. Wasn't really family's, I bought it at a sale. But this typewriter was my great uncle Raymond Saul's. He had bought it when he was a kid. And I got it when he died. And then I made these little cubby holes, or I got Bob to make these little cubby holes in the wall. And that's the coffin plates for my great-grandmother and my great-uncle. And then over here, I just can't hang anything normal, so I hang it on a hook. And this is a picture of all my grandparents, all back through the years. And then just little odd stuff that I put in this pail, which pail came out of the basement of the very first house that my ex-husband and I bought. And the stake is out of the barn, out of the first farm that we bought. So that's my sitting room that I'm really going to miss. And it's attached to the dining room. This is the bathroom that I made. It's, like I said, I did all the trim myself. Painted the old antique cast iron bathtub myself. Made it a darker yellow than the walls. And the washstand. And Bobby made this beautiful sliding door on the tracks. I'm gonna miss that barn door. And then an old doctor's cupboard that Bobby bought me one year for Christmas. And I just filled the jars with Q-tips and Band-Aids. And it had lots of storage in it. And old cast iron sink. We just bought a new vanity, and just set the old cast iron sink. And I liked the patina of keeping it original, the way it was, the way I found it. Most people would have maybe redid it, but I liked it the way it was. Now we have to take the light with us, because that's not staying here, because that was my great-grandfather's whipple tree. And Bobby made a lamp out of it. And then my towel rack, of course, is an old scythe. And of course I have bathroom antiques here. But I'm gonna miss this big bathroom, and oh well.